your name. Adrenaline, you don't even feel the pain. Wilder than your wildest dreams, and they'll go into extremes.
What is up, everybody? This is your boy Laura Graves, and today we're going to be talking about 10 of New Mexico's urban legends. Let's go. La Llorona. Now, there's many versions of this story of the woman who was wronged by her man, to where she takes all her anger and frustration out on the kids in a momentary lapse of judgment and ends up throwing them into a river. The main thing is with this urban legend is to be wary of rivers and open water, ditchways, things like that, because this particular story is not just in New Mexico. This is actually worldwide sightings from Mexico, up in Canada, New Mexico, California, and I'm fairly certain the message is just the same. Bigfoot in New Mexico? I don't believe this. Hey, in 2011, the Bigfoot Field Research Organization shot footage of a tall, dark figure about the height of 7 foot in Valles Caldera. Aliens under Dulce. Legend claims that an underground military base lies within the small town of Dulce, north near the Colorado border. The base is believed to house a co-op operation between humans and extraterrestrials. The base is also believed to be under Luka Mesa. Terada Torns. I'm not exactly sure how to say this. But an ancestor of the vultures lived millions and millions of years ago here on the planet, and eyewitnesses claim to have seen this massive bird with just in the last 10 years of Las Cruces. Another massive bird that has been seen since the 1800s is possibly sightings of native lore called the Thunderbird. La Mala Hora. Just imagine driving through a really dark, desolate desert area. Maybe you're on your way to California and happen to be driving through New Mexico. Be wary, drivers. Be wary of many things. There's animals out there. There's demons out there. And there's wailing women that are out there. Many people have encountered a shape-shifting demon in the middle of the road. It doesn't give me a name here or a description. Mostly it says that most of the time it's just a black figure. If the creature appears at a crossroads of a woman, it's also said to believe to be an omen of death. Luka Mesa. The founding location of the Boy Scouts at Filament Scout Ranch, which is also within native area, native land, national, I can't even speak. Native tribes thought that this place was an entrance to the demon world. Where's Buffy Summers when you need her? New Mexico State Penitentiary. The state penitentiary is infamous for being haunted due to one simple fact. Yes, there are a lot of murders that have occurred in this location, but back in the 80s, there was a prison riot that was probably one of the worst at its times, where 33 inmates just on that date died. The Death Waltz. Fort Union was a fort way back in the day, And a soldier found himself a gold-digging woman, and she agreed to marry him. He went off to battle the Apaches, and he didn't survive. The woman swore that she would never marry again. Unfortunately for her, bless you, Chewie, and the soldier who took that literally to the grave, that's not what happened. On the night of her wedding ball or wedding reception, the soldier has been said to crash the wedding, or the ball, the reception, where all the servers and the guests and the band were all in this weird hypnotic trance while the soldier danced with his former love in a waltz where he slowly sucked the life out of her right then and there. Skinwalkers. Now, everyone knows about this, but at the same time, a lot of people don't want to talk about it. So the basic lore of this, first of all, it is Navajo folklore. It's a huge thing, and I'm sure that it's not just Navajo. I'm sure it's other native lore and everything like that. Supposedly witches who attain their powers and abilities by committing a heinous act of murdering a close relative. This allows them to channel into shape-shifting abilities of creatures like owls, coyotes, foxes, crows, wolves. This is one of the many reasons why a lot of natives don't like these particular animals, especially if they behave very not in a natural form, you know what I mean? Like, if they're just kind of being weird and sketchy, there's a possibility that that's a shifter. And last but not least, definitely not least, is the goat sucker, or the Chupacabra, a creature of sorts that has allegedly been able to survive by sustaining itself through the blood of other animals, mostly like goats and cattle. Some of them have been chickens and things like that. Now, leave a comment down below if you think you've seen this creature before. I want to know if you think that this is a military experiment gone wrong, or if it's a demon, or if it's some weird hybrid animal that we've never seen before, and we've pushed it out into, the world.